Isn't this amazing? Training without treats, without food, just using only affection. So I already tried spending time with Rusty and Beverly, and I noticed that they didn't want to play as much with the ball or the toys. They showed a little interest, but only for a few minutes. So then I was trying to decide, well, what's the best way to train them? I know they like food. We used food the other times, but we don't want to always use food when we train them. And we want them to learn to listen without food. So another great way is to use affection. I noticed that they love affection. Dogs really appreciate affection, especially when their owners are working all day long and they don't see their owners all day long. So when their owners get home, they're starving for that affection. But we don't want to just give them affection whenever they want or when they demand it or when they ask for it. We want the affection to be on our terms. And so the affection is on my terms, which means I don't let the dog force me to give them affection or demand it or bark at me to get it. And I also don't want to give affection for no reason. But if I notice the dog doing something good, then I can give the dog affection in that exact moment. And so that's one great way to train dogs. So I'll show you some examples. For example, if I tell the dogs to come, I can use affection. So I'll go farther away, and I'll say, Beverly, come, come, good girl, sit, sit. See, I don't give any affection, but now I do. Good girl, because she listened. Good girl. So I give affection, and then I stop. Now I can move on to my next command. Beverly, let me try Rusty this time. Rusty, sit. Good boy. Good boy. So I give him affection, and then I stop the affection. Rusty, sit. Good boy. So if I want him to stay longer, I'm going to wait a little bit longer before giving him affection. Rusty, down. Down. Good boy, good boy. Now I give him affection. Good boy. I know he likes the belly rubs. So I give him affection, and then I stop the affection. Let me try it again. Rusty, sit. Good boy. I can tell him good boy. But if I want him to stay longer, then I won't give him affection just yet. I'll make him wait a little bit longer before getting it. If I take a few steps back, I can say stay, stay. And then I can walk back to him. Good boy. And I can give him affection. Stay. Good boy. Rusty, down. Good boy. Let me give him a little bit of affection. And then I stop the affection. Stay. Stay. No, no. No. Good boy. So I give him affection after he fixes his mistake. Good boy. Rusty, down. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Stay. No. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Now I can walk back. Good stay. Good stay. Good boy. When I want him to, and then when I want him to stop staying, I just say free, and that means he's free. You could say free. You could say break. You can, it basically lets him know that he doesn't need to stay anymore. Now it's Beverly's turn. Beverly, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Beverly. Beverly, come. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl, good girl. I give her affection, and then I stop the affection. And if I like how she keeps sitting, then I give her more affection. Good girl. And then I stop the affection. She's still sitting. She's staying. And I say, good girl. I give her more affection. So now I'm going to tell her, stay. Stay. She's already in a down position. So I'm going to say, stay. And I walk away. And I say, good girl. I walk back to her. Good girl. Give her some affection. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. When I'm finished, then I want to say, free. 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 Good girl. It's Rusty's turn. Rusty, come. Good boy. Sit. So I'm going to say, no. Come. Good boy. Good boy. And I give him affection. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Stay. I walk away. Say stay. I repeat the word stay. Stay. No. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Stay. So notice how he wants me to rub his belly, but I'm not going to give him any affection or belly rubbing until he listens and does what I want. Stay. And I still use the word no to communicate with him. But after he fixes his mistake, it's important that I give him affection for fixing his mistake. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. No. Good boy. So now I give him affection for fixing his mistake. Good boy. Stay. No. I'm going to say stay. Stay. Good boy. No. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I'm going to walk back to him. Good boy. And I'm going to repeat the command. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Wow, I'm going to give you more affection now. Want a belly rub? Want a belly rub? Oh, you're a good boy. When I'm finished with the commands, and I can say, free. Free means he's done. Free. Okay, Beverly's turn. Beverly, come. Let me get low. Come. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good girl. No. I'm going to put her back in the position and I'm going to say, stay. Good girl. Let me tell Rusty too. Rusty, stay. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Beverly, stay. Stay. Good boy. Good girl. No. Stay. Stay. So I'm using my body language and my spatial, space, no, to correct them. Stay. Stay. Good boy. No. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Good boy. I step back and I walk back to them and I say, good boy. Good boy. Good girl. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Stay. No. Sit. Grab his collar to make him sit. Stay. Good boy. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy. No. So I say the word no. Good boy. Good boy. I'm going to walk away. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. But I hold off on the affection until it's time. Good girl. Good boy. So now I'm going to say, free. Free. Now you can move. Free. So this goes for both of them. Stay. Stay. If you want to give them a group name, that's up to you. You could say doggies. That means when you're talking to both of them. You're like pups or dogs. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Good girl. Good boy. You want to keep saying good boy every so often or frequently. Because when you say good boy or good girl, that's how we let them know that they're doing the right thing. So even though I'm not giving them a food reward or a treat, or I'm not giving them a toy or something as a reward or affection, I could still say good boy as encouragement. So when you say good boy or good girl, that's encouragement to keep doing the right thing. Good girl, good boy. No. I use my space, my body language to tell him no. No. Stay. Good boy. Good girl. I walk away. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. See, he wants affection, but I'm not going to give it to him. He has to understand. Stay. Stay. If he stays, I'll give him some affection. If he sits or does the down, hey, sit. I can grab her leash and say, sit. Good girl. Give her a little pet. Rusty. Stay. Good boy. Give him a little pat. Sit. Rusty. Sit. Good boy. Give him a little pat. And then I stop. Stay. Good girl. Good boy. Good boy. No. Good boy. I say good boy right after the no, when he fixes his mistake. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. No. Good boy. Give him a little pat. Good girl. No. No. Good girl. Good girl. They have to get used. They always get jealous of each other. They want affection at the same time. So they need to learn to wait. When one is getting affection, the other one has to wait. And vice versa. Good girl. Good girl. Beverly's turn to get affection. Good girl. Now it's Rusty's turn. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Stay. Good girl. Good girl. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. No. Good boy. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. No. Stay. Stay. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Now I give him affection. Good boy. Good stay. Free. Free. Beverly. Free. To monitor how much affection your dogs get. Make sure they don't get too much affection all the time, especially when it's unnecessary. If you give your dogs too much affection, then it can cause them to have separation anxiety. It can make them feel entitled for the affection. And so then they feel like they deserve it all the time, and then they demand it. And when that happens, you're no longer the alpha. The dog becomes the alpha because they get affection whenever they want it. So that's why it's important to limit the petting and the affection for when the dog is doing good behavior or things that you want. And then they learn that that's desirable behavior. So then they learn that if they want affection, they need to behave good, because we don't want to reward bad behavior or encourage undesirable behavior. And so that's why affection is very important. And it not only does it help in the training process, but it also builds the bond with your dog, because it increases the communication and it makes the reward that much better. All right, so I guess in conclusion, just remember, you don't have to use food or treats all the time. You don't have to use toys. Some dogs are not as play motivated or as toy motivated. Behavior that you like. If the dog jumps on you or does something that is not good behavior, then you withhold or withdraw all affection. You stop petting them or you ignore them. And that's one way to give a correction. And it makes it very easy to train your dog. Another thing we can do is teach the dog stay or sit, and we reward them with petting or belly rubbing or some type of affection, praise. It's very, very important. And also, don't forget to always say good boy or good girl, because that's motivation for them. That's encouragement. So even if we're not giving them treats, you still want to say good boy, good girl, and give them some type of reward. Affection, treat, whatever they like. That's the reward. All right, and so we'll just call it a day there. All right, so that's the end of this lesson. Next time we'll work on the free command.